everybody, welcome to another evening with Sips. Tonight, we're going fishing. That's right. We're going fishing in Fishing Planet. Apparently, this game is the greatest fishing simulator of all time. I've done the tutorial as well. The game forces you to do the tutorial, unlike some other games out there. Anyway, I had to sit through the tutorial. It was very interactive. It was very nice. I did a nice session of chillaxing while I did the tutorial. It was really good. Anyway, this game is free. You get it on Steam. You just got to sign up with a profile thing, and away you go. It's pretty cool, actually. It's a fishing game. Don't get me wrong, it is a fishing game, but still, let's check it out. Are you ready? Play. Alright, here we go. I'm a level 2 super fisherman. I've got a fish jail. You have to bring a fish jail along with you on your fishing trips. Now, it's kind of tricky. Well, I don't know if it's actually tricky. Anyway, you have to plan your fishing trips, okay? So I have like I have 778 bucks, okay? Because fishing is a hobby, right? It's not a livelihood. We are living in the great US of A. Look, there's like the Great Lakes. There's jolly old Canada up here as well. Actually, can we actually go to? No, close to Canada. It's Emerald Lake in Upper New York State. That's fine. That's pretty close to Canada. Anyway, if we want to go to Emerald Lake in New York State, look, there's all these fish. We can get a crappie. We can get a walleye. We can get a panfish. We can get a pike. It's pretty good. It looks like the weather forecast is all in Fahrenheit, so of course I don't know what that means. Could be that that's very cold. Could mean that it's hot. I have no idea. I'm a Celsius kind of guy. There you go. Alright. Anyway, to be more profitable, so the point of the game is to go fishing, okay? You go fishing, you catch fish, and you make money based on how many fish you catch in a day. And then when you go home, at the end of your trip, you're like, whoa, shit, you know, I caught this many fish and I made a profit or whatever, and then you can buy like a new pair of like fly fishing rubber pants or like some new boots or maybe like a new rod, whatever. I'm sure there's like other lingo for other like, you know, stuff, tools that the fishermen use, but I'm not aware of any of it, but I'm sure this game is going to teach me everything I need to know. Anyway, fine, let us go to Emerald Lake in Upper New York State for 3 days. Okay, it's going to cost us 260 big ones. Travel is going to cost us 140 bucks, and accommodation is going to be 120 bucks while we're at Emerald Lake. Okay, we have a long weekend away from our job. Oh no, we can't actually go to this place at all. I thought it was unlocked. It's not. I have to be level 5 before I can go to Emerald Lake, Upper New York State. So the only place that I can actually go is Mudwater River in Missouri, which is our home state. Travel is gonna be 20 bucks, which I'm guessing is just gas. All right, fine. So we're not a international fishing expert yet. No, we have to stay local. But look, there's some decent fish to be caught here. There's pike, there's panfish, there's crappie, there's catfish, and there's some bass as well, or bass. It's not bass. I'm gonna catch some bass fish. Okay, fine. Anyway, it's the long weekend. We're going to sleep under the stars, I guess, for like 3 days in a tent, which is going to cost us 15 bucks to buy, 20 bucks on gas, and we don't need any food because we're just going to eat all of the fish that we don't decide to keep as trophy fish, right? Great. Okay, fine. Let us travel to Missouri and let's get our fish on. Oh man, this is going to be fucking fantastic. I hope you're as excited as I am, because this is pretty goddamn exciting. Last Songs of Summer. Enjoy a day full of fishing excitement on the Mudwater River. The river's curvy west bank, with its gently sloping shores and some sandy drop-offs, is beautifully outlined by some tall poplar trees and graciously sprawling willows. Oh, the jolly chirping of red cardinals and the buzzing of occasional flies will be the only things distracting you from that still silence of nature and that really awful rubbing, scratching sound that you'll be making all by yourself alone in the woods, because you'll just have a million mosquito bites and you're gonna break out in hives. They're gonna start pussing and oozing, and then you'll probably die out there on the river as well. But that's not part of the game. There's no mechanics for you dying in this game, I don't think, anyway. Anyway, indeed, surrounded by vast green plains. Wow, this is quite the sales pitch. Okay, fine. We're here to catch the fabled white crappie of Missouri, the Mudwater River. Where the hell do we want to go? We want to go here. This is the Pike Challenge, and this is the Last Songs of Summer. Alright, fine. Let us go to Last Songs of Summer. This is going to be a good one. This is the curvy west bank of the Mudwater River in Missouri. And we are going to go here, and we're going to go do some fishing. Alright, fine. We have arrived. God, isn't the long weekend fantastic? Look at this. I can see there's other people here too. Look, there's some other people out here fishing as well. It's an online game. Can we see any of them? Probably not. But look at, as people are catching their big ones, they're going to be like, holy shit, just caught a big one, Earl. What do you think of this one? It's like a 50-pounder. And Earl's going to be like, you fucking noob. I just caught like an 80 million pounder, you fucking scrub. Get on my level. It's an online game, right? That's how people speak to each other in online games. This game is no different, just because it's about fishing. Christ. Alright, fine. Let's approach the water. We've got our rod. Let's find a nice place to cast off into. We're currently using red worms as our bait. Now, we can change this. Go into the inventory and we can just use bread if we want to. Bread is going to target the following fish. A crappie, a bluegill, pumpkin seed. I don't know why there's pumpkin seeds floating around in this river. Catfish, carp, and we have 50 pieces of bread. We could also forego fishing and just feed all of our bread to the ducks. But I don't think that actually exists. I think that we also maybe need to go... No, we have a jail, okay. We have a fishing jail, and it's equipped. Do we need to go to the store and buy anything? Let's go to the shop and see what they've got. Alright, fine. You can't carry all your tackle with you. When your backpack is out of space, items are placed to home storage. Okay, fine. So you get it delivered from Amazon. They take it right to your house. All the tackle in your backpack goes with you when you travel. However, the space is limited. Your backpack capacity is shown by the highlighted indicators. Okay, fine. So it's still like some tutorials. The backpack is full. New items go to home storage. You won't be able to use them while you go away on a fishing trip. Okay, fine. These items will let you take more tackle along. Okay, you have to get like a tackle kit. Alright, fine. Catfish basics. Do we need any of this stuff? No. I was going to go to tools and equipment and maybe buy a... Is there anything on sale at this shop? No. Okay, it's only a small shop. Okay, maybe we don't need anything. We can go to the premium shop if we want to. I was just curious. I thought that maybe there'd be like some boots or rubber boots or something to buy, but no, it appears not. Okay, fine. Well, there's no rubber boots to be had. Apparently, we're already wearing some, although I can't see them. Okay, look at that. Kazoo, look at that. He caught a pumpkin seed. Bravo, Kazoo. Nice. Look at that. These people are really encouraging of Kazoo catching that big catfish. I don't know how big it is because the chat's like, I don't even know how to scroll it. Anyway, let's cast off. All right. I came prepared, everybody. That's right. All right. Looks like our bobber is level and we have begun our fishing trip. Have we attracted any fish? It looks like already. Look at this. This place is swarming with fish. We're getting lots of bites. Look at lots of bites on the old bobber there. Looks like the red worms are doing the job. Look at the bobber's slowly floating. All right. So, okay, fine. What could it be? What did we just catch? Oh, look at that. The bait was eaten or lost. It looks like it's a bluegill. No restrictions. We can keep this one, or we can release it. Look, we're going to get 3 extra stars. Look at that. That's bigger than anybody else's. Oh no, except for this guy, Matt7631132, caught like a 0.8 pound young largemouth bass. All right, fine. Let's keep this one. There. Okay, we're keeping this one. All right, so like I was saying, I came prepared, okay? I have a whole bunch of fishing-related stories for you guys to share with you while we're out here fishing using the red worms. All right, fine. So, first story. I grew up in Canada, right? So, I went camping a lot as a kid with my dad. I went camping with, like, the Boy Scouts of America a couple of times. I was in the Cub Scouts. I wasn't actually in Scouts. I was in Cubs, which is like the one before Scouts. I was in Beavers too when I was really small, but I don't think we went camping in Beavers. Anyway, in Cubs we went camping a few times, but I don't think we did much fishing. But anyway, getting back to a fishing story, I definitely went fishing a lot when I went camping, like with my dad, and with like my dad and his friends, and his friends also had kids, so we'd like take our bikes, go biking and fishing and stuff like that. So anyway, we went camping at this place, and it had like a nice dock. It was on a lake. Did some fishing. I woke up like super early in the morning and went fishing, and I had some worms, just like red worms, as bait, right? I bought some because there was like a tackle shop nearby, and I went fishing. So I turn up at the dock, and I thought I'd be all on my own because it was like super early in the morning, and I was like, fuck yeah, and I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna catch like a really big fish off the dock. It's gonna be great. So I turn up, and there's like two people there. There was like a brother and a sister, and they were fishing. And it was kind of awkward, right? Because I thought I was going to be alone. I didn't really feel like talking to anyone or whatever. And these two are there, and they're fishing. So I thought, okay, well, whatever. I'm just going to go on the opposite side of the dock where they aren't. Hopefully they won't talk to me, and I won't talk to them. And we'll just, get our fish on in a major way. Oh, shit, look, we got a bite. Okay, hang on a second. I got to concentrate here. Look, it's taking it under. It's like Jaws. Oh, strike timed out. I think we were too late with that one. Okay, fine. There's always next time. All right, let's cast. Okay, perfect. It wasn't like the best cast, but there you go. All right, so anyway, there I am. I'm fishing away. I'm using my worms up and stuff. And, I'm catching a couple little things or whatever. But not much. Like, I didn't catch like that many fish at first. I was like, what's going on? I'm using these worms and stuff. Like, usually this is a guarantee. Like, fish love worms. Like, they're really attracted to them or whatever. And I look over, and this brother and sister, like, every 5 fucking seconds, literally, reeling something out. And it's just like little fish, It's not like huge fish or whatever. We got one. Look at this. What is it? Oh, man. It's a huge one. It's a behemoth. Look at that. Holy crap. It's kind of small, actually. It's a bluegill. It's going to give us +2 stars, but we have to be careful. We don't want to catch too many fish. We only have a certain... Look at that. He's spraying the camera and everything. Let's release this one. He's kind of small. Okay, fine. We're gonna release him. Even though it would have given us 2 stars. We're out here for the big ones, right? So the brother and sister are like catching fish. It's like off the charts. They're like every 2 seconds they're reeling something in, they're laughing and they're having fun and everything. I'm like, what the hell? What are they doing like that I'm not doing? How come they're catching so many fish? I was getting all jealous and I was like just getting angry or whatever. So they cast, and I look in the water, and because I was curious what bait they were using, and like the bait they were using was like white. Like it almost looked like it was like a piece of bread or like some fat or something. Look at this. This is gonna be huge. Holy shit! Here it comes. Oh. Did it get away? Oh my god! Look at this thing! This is huge! Alright, we'll definitely keep this one. Wow. There we go. Mudwater River, pay attention to the weather. If the sky is clear, fast forward to 8 a.m. If the sky is overcast, try 10 a.m. Use the T key to fast forward time when you're out fishing. Why would I want to do that? Large crappie like to hide from predators and weeds in heavily rooted areas. They bite well on worms. Hook 6 would be perfect choice for fishing crappie. Let the line leader length to about 19 inches. Okay, I know how to do all that. Cast your tackle near the reeds along the left bank. Don't forget about the right bait. Hook in depth and stuff. Yeah, okay. Persistence and patience will pay off with a real trophy catch. Okay. Fine. Let me just adjust all this then. Hook number 6, he said, right? Is it hook 6? It's for the silver blue? No? Crappie? This is the one for the crappie? Okay, fine. Let's use this. Hook number 6. We got that, and we have to adjust our line length as well. Okay, fine. We'll do that with O and P. Let's set it to like 19 inches, and we'll cast into the reeds here. All right. So I look at the brother and sister's bait, and it's white. And I was like, what the hell is that? It's not worms. They're not using worms, so obviously they're cheating. So couple of minutes go by and they're still catching stuff like nonstop. And so finally I'm like, well, look, I didn't want to talk to these people, but I have to know. I have to know what this bait is. What the hell are they using? So I said, oh, hey guys, I noticed you're catching a lot of fish. What kind of bait are you using? And they're like, oh, we're using bacon. What? You're using bacon? They're like, yeah, just raw bacon. We just like cut it up into like little strips, and we're just fishing with bacon. We forgot to go to the tackle store and we had some bacon, so we're just using bacon. So it's like, well, I got some worms if you want them. They're like, no, we're fine with the bacon. I was like, yeah, fucking of course, because you're catching like every fish in the goddamn lake while I'm here with these fucking worms catching nothing. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's nice. I was about to ask them for some bacon, and they were just like, hey, you want to try some bacon? Well, yeah, I mean, if you got some spare bacon, sure. So they gave me some bacon, and I put it onto the hook, and I cast off, and sure enough, started catching a whole ton of fish and everything. It was pretty cool. And after that, they were like, oh, well, that was really good. You know, it was nice to meet you and stuff, but we're leaving today from the camping trip. And ever since that moment, every time I went fishing, I used bacon instead of worms. And it's like, it works really well. It turns out fish really love bacon for some reason. I don't know why, but anyway, they do, and it works. Well, at least it worked off the dock on that one lake that one time anyway. But, you know, worms work too anyway. So there you go. I mean, I said I had a lot of fishing stories. I think that's probably the only one, actually. No, I'm just joking. This other time, okay. Oh, shit, here we go. Hang on a second. Hold that thought. Look at this. We got a big one. Oh, crap. Here he comes. He's caught. No, he got away. How the shit did he get away? Did you see that? He was going all over the damn place. All right, we got to cast big time into these reeds. Okay. Oh, that wasn't a very good cast, actually. How do I do a better cast? Okay, let's reel it in a little bit. Let's get closer to the reeds. Here we go. Okay, right in the reeds. We don't want to get tangled up, though. Okay. This is where the big ones live, apparently. All right, so this other time, okay, I used to work at a grocery store, and I used to work nights at a grocery store. So I used to start work at 10 p.m., and I used to work until 7 a.m. stocking the shelves, because that's when the store was closed. It wasn't like a 24/7 store. It's a really big grocery store. They'd get a big delivery. They get 2 really huge trucks full of stuff every night, okay? It was huge. It was a really like laborious job as well. So at around 8 o'clock, these trucks would turn up. Whoever was working like the evening shift or whatever would unload the trucks. And hang on, hold that thought. We got a big one. Holy crap, this is a huge one. All right, we're reeling it in. This is a trophy one. Look at this. Oh my god. It's a white crappie. It's kind of small. It's going to give us +4 stars. Is that good? I have no idea. Fuck it, let's keep it. All right, we've kept it. All right, so whoever was working in the evening, right, as I was saying, would unload these trucks. I would turn up at like 10 o'clock at night, and then we'd have to do this thing called spreading, which is not like pornographic or anything. Everything that came on the trucks came on pallets. So, and it would all be mixed up, right? So like you'd have like on a pallet, you'd have like big boxes of like soap detergent and then like crates of soup and stuff like that. I don't know if you've ever been to a grocery store before, but like they sort of organize, wow, this is going to be a huge one. Look at that. Right out of the water too. Holy crap. It's a bluegill. I mean, it's okay actually. Should we keep it? I feel like, yeah, let's keep it. I was hoping for a crappie, but that was not a crappie. So the idea of spreading was that they would bring the pallets out onto the floor, and then you'd have to go and you'd have to pick all of this stuff up off the pallets, and then you'd have to take it to where it's going to go onto the shelf. So you just put it down in the aisle where like the item goes onto the shelf. So then your aisles would just have all these boxes on the ground in front of like where you would like stock them onto the shelves. So you spread everything out, and that would take like 3 hours, and you would just like sort of, Jesus Christ, we're going to lose our rod here. Oh my God, this is a huge one. It's not that big. It's just a bluegill. It's going to give us some experience, so let's keep it. Is our jail thing like full now? So I think it's almost full. Okay, fine. Anyway, so we do spread like 3 hours like spreading, and after that we'd have like a bit of a break, and then you'd get back after the break, you'd go in and you'd start actually stocking the shelves, and that would take all night, like all the way until 7 in the morning. That's what you'd be doing. It was like kind of back-breaking work and stuff. It was okay though. It was pretty good. You could like listen to music and like smoke cigarettes and fucking eat food like right off the shelf and stuff like that. It was like it was like a franchise place. It didn't have like any like CCTV cameras or whatever, and the owner was like pretty lax. He was just like, yeah, if you're hungry, just like have something to eat, but don't like steal too much stuff or whatever. It was pretty cool. So it wasn't like a terrible job. Like the pay was like awful and the hours were awful. So yeah, it was actually a terrible job. But anyway, my boss at the time, was like this huge like hunter fisherman guy, like your typical sort of like Canadian guy. He had like a gun rack on his truck, and he'd have like all these like fishing instrumentations and stuff. And he was always talking about fishing and hunting. He'd go like deer hunting and stuff and fishing or whatever. And it turns out that the two like have like crossovers, right? It's like so. One time, it was so bizarre. Okay, so like I went into the back room because we were like spreading like all the goods out into like all the aisles and stuff, and there was a box just like sitting like next to like this like big sort of like industrial sized sink thing that was in the back room, and it was just like this nondescript box, but it was bloodstained. So I was like, well, at first I just like sort of looked at it. I was like, oh fuck, I guess somebody broke some ketchup or something or whatever. And then I like walked by it again. I was like, that doesn't look like ketchup. Like that actually looks like a bloodstained box. So I was like, okay, fine. So my friend came in the back room and was like, hey, fucking check out this box. It's like totally bloodstained and it's just like sitting here. Like, what if there's like a fucking head in there or something? It's like, fuck off. There's not going to be a head in there. Like, it's probably just ketchup or whatever. So I was, all right, fine. We'll open it up and see. Let's see if it's ketchup. So I was like, okay, fine. So he opens up the box. And he just sort of like, his face changes. And I'm like, holy fuck, maybe there is like a head in there or something. Like, this is crazy. Like, this guy is not like easily spooked either, you know? He's like this like hardened, like fucking night crew working veteran guy. Just like chain smoking and, you know, he'd like drink beer for breakfast like after our shift and stuff. I was like, holy shit. So like for a minute there, I'm thinking, wow, hang on a second. There's probably a human head inside this box. And I was like, what's going on? He's like, fuck, you have to look at this. So okay, fine. So I go and look in the box, and there's like, I don't even know how to describe. There's like deer legs, but like sort of like cut at the shin of the deer legs. Okay, so it's like hoof, a bit of leg, and like a bunch of fur, and there's 4 of them in this box, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, is this like a scary movie or something? Like, what is this? Is this like the precursor to like somebody breaking into here and murdering us? Like, is this some sort of like sinister joke or something? And he's like, man, I've never seen anything like this before in my life. And it's like, no, me neither. What the hell? So he's like, well, we got to tell Ed. It's like, yeah, okay, maybe we should tell Ed. Ed is the name of our boss at the time, right? So, okay, fine. Let's go tell Ed. So I go outside. I'm like, Ed, I don't know how to say this, but there's a box in the back room with like deer hooves in it. It's like really fucking weird. I was like, do you know anything about this? And like, it didn't really click that he was like into hunting and fishing or anything. So like, I didn't think much of it. And he's just like started chuckling. I was like, no, fucking typical, you know, like doesn't believe me or whatever. Just thinks I'm joking around or whatever. And he's like, I was like, yeah, no, I'm being serious. There's a box with like deer hooves in the back and it's like blood stained and it's like kind of gross or whatever. And he's like, oh, let me show you something. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. So he takes me into the back room. He doesn't like sexually assault me or anything, if that's what you're thinking. I know that's probably what you're thinking, but my friend is still back there and everything. He's like, hey guys, okay, so look at this. So I was like, okay, fine. He's like, so what we do with these things is we actually pluck the fur out of these legs and we use them for like fly fishing, like as like part of like the lure, you know, like on fishing lures, you know, like you have to bait like the hook or whatever, but like they always have like feathers and stuff and they're colorful and everything because apparently that helps attract the fish as well. And like, it never clicked, but on our breaks, he would just disappear, right? And like sometimes he would just like emerge from the back room after the break and like nobody really thought anything of it. It was a big store, you know, sometimes people just went off and did their own thing or whatever and stuff. And it was like, fine. Fuck, do I need to like advance the time here? Let's fast forward the time to like 7 a.m., shall we? Oh, wait, what am I talking? It's like 6 a.m. right now. This is like perfect time to be fishing. So we never thought anything of it. He would just sort of disappear and stuff. Turns out, guy was just sitting in the back room, like on our breaks, plucking like individual strands of fur from these deer legs and like making fly fishing lures. It was It's the fucking weirdest thing I've ever seen or heard of in my entire life. Like, I'm just sitting there drinking Cokes and, like, smoking and reading magazines. This guy's actually, like, making lures and stuff and actually has, like, this master plan of... So, like, this is a deer that he actually shot and killed himself and then dismembered, put it into a box, brought it into work so that he could then make, like, fly fishing lures with. It was the fucking craziest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. And I think that's about it for fishing stories. I mean, I said I did a lot of fishing, and I actually did do a lot of fishing. Like, my friend's dad was, like, big into fishing. We used to go, like, we used to go camping, like, on a, like, do a portage. So, like, I don't know if you ever heard of a portage, but, like, you have, like, a truck. You put the canoe on the truck, and you drive out to wherever you were camping. And then you'd have to... Because of the nature of where you're camping, it was like in the middle of nowhere, right? It was like in the middle of a forest. You'd have to park your truck like at a designated parking area, and then you'd have to load up the canoe with all your camping supplies, and you have to carry the canoe through the forest to a lake, and then you get onto the lake, and then you canoe out to an island, and you camp on an island. So it was like this really like long, convoluted sort of process for getting to your camp spot. You'd stay there for like 2 weeks, and you'd have like everything perfectly like rationed for 2 weeks, and it was actually like pretty nice and stuff. Every morning you wake up like 5 in the morning and go fishing and stuff. It was pretty nice. It was like all like super quiet and like on a lake, go fishing in a canoe and everything. There's like no noise or anything. It's actually quite the experience. I like highly recommend it if you've never done it before. Best place to do it is totally in Canada. I'm sure there's like really nice spots in America to do it as well, but Canada really lends itself to like that kind of vacation or holiday. You want to go like camping and do that kind of shit. It's pretty nice. So I've actually done like quite a bit of fishing in my time, but I've never done like pro sport fishing like on Fishing Canada or whatever, you know. Like the TV show Fishing Canada, where they're like reeling in like the big bass. Here we go, we got one. Finally. Fucking holy shit, it's taken forever, but we finally... No, we didn't even get one, he got away. We have to get one more. Okay, you know what we need to do as well? We need to reel this in. We need to adjust like our... We need to adjust like our thing. We need to go deeper, right? We have to go like 20, 30 inches. There we go. And we cast out here. Okay, the bobber is level, which means that it's not dragging on the ground or anything. And we're going to catch one more fish, and that's it, because I've run out of fishing stories. What a nice game, though, right? It's totally free as well. It's a totally free game. You just download it from Steam, and off you go. You do some fishing. If you like fishing, why the shit not, right? You could collect trophies. You could do all sorts of fun stuff, like come out here and fish. Yeah, you know, if you're like on Skype with your friend Earl or whatever, you can like compare fish sizes and stuff. I think it's great. Like I really like this like sort of relaxed style of gaming. It's very sort of nice and casual. I mean, some people might like, there might be like a pro scene for this game. Like, I mean, look at this one, Dr. Korea. He just caught a 1.4 pound young channel catfish, which is quite impressive. Actually, oh shit, here we go. I think we just caught one too. Wow. What is this? Oh, it's just a little pumpkin seed. It's just a little tiny pumpkin seed. All right, let's keep it. All right, we're going to keep it. And you know what? I think we've caught enough fish. I think it's time to go home. Can we go home? Go fishing? We can have a fishing duel, apparently. I think we can, like, change locations as well if we want to. We go back. Are you sure you want to leave? Yeah, we're done. We're done at Mudwater River, Missouri. We're coming home early. Today's results, we caught, look at what we've done. We got 11 bucks today. We caught 7 fish. That's not too bad. We got no achievements, but we made 11 bucks and we got 23 stars. What a great day of fishing. There we go. Fishing results done. We're traveling back home. That's right. Traveling back home to see our lovely wife. Say, yeah, we had a great weekend fishing. No, we weren't visiting prostitutes. We were definitely fishing. We have to go through the whole rigmarole of convincing our wife that we actually did go to Mudwater River and we didn't actually go to like... you know, Atlantic City and just like indulge in prostitutes the whole weekend. No, we were fishing for sure. And you want some proof? Here you go. 7 fucking fish. Just slap them right down on the counter. Their guts just go spilling everywhere. It stinks and everything. Kids start screaming and stuff, but it's all part of a great fishing weekend. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my fishing stories. I hope you enjoyed this game. It's actually really nice. It's a really nice game. There's not much to it. I'm sure like more opens up and it looks like they're still working on it and releasing stuff. but it's actually really good. If you like this kind of stuff, if you like simulators, I'm kind of a sucker for simulators. I tend to buy really bad ones. Occasionally I'm like really impressed by really good ones. But this is nice. It's a nice little game. Just do some fishing. It's like a little bit competitive, you know, so you can catch the biggest fish or whatever. You gotta like develop your tricks for your like lures and your baits and all that kind of stuff. That's cool. I like all that. Anyway, there you go. Another evening with Sips complete. Fishing Planet. Like I said, you can get it on Steam. It's totally free. It's pretty fun. I've enjoyed it anyway. Let me know if you download it and play it yourself. Let me know if you catch like any big whoppers. I did not catch any big whoppers. Having said that, I've only played it for like half an hour, so there's still time for me to catch a great big whopper. And I look forward to it. Looks like these like other places unlock as well. So if you want to go to the Florida Everglades and like get eaten by a crocodile, I think you could do that at some point. Level 16 before you can get eaten by a crocodile. Worth noting. I guess the weather actually does affect things. Look at that. You can go to Rocky Lake, Colorado. You can go to Falcon Lake, Oregon. You can also go to San Joaquin Delta in California, which looks like it is sort of looks like a really big dam here, which is obviously really good for fishing. And then there's the Neherin River in North Carolina as well, which looks kind of spooky, but it's probably pretty good. Excellent. All right, well, as usual, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.